All right, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva. And hey, Breland, what's going on, girl? I am just coming in here real quick because we didn't get to talk about it last night on a Diva Disturbed, but I wanted to talk about it tonight while it was fresh on my mind. I can't even get my bangs to go right. But either way, I didn't get to talk about the Lela Rochon, Antoine Fuqua, Nicole Murphy dynamic. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I was so hurt by some of the things that I've been seeing on social media and online, how people are just so heartless and they just kind of are like, just being mean and saying things about, well, as a married woman, you should do this. As a married woman, you should look like this. And I'm just like, word on the street is that Lela Rochon has an autoimmune disease. And they're saying that it's lupus, which if you don't have friends or family or have knowledge about lupus, it is a very devastating and damaging disease. As you know, Toni Braxton has it. Who else? I have a cousin that has it. Tashina Arnold's sister Zanae has it. As a matter of fact, they have a foundation called We Win Foundation for Lupus. And if it is in fact true what they are saying about the fact that she has lupus, then it makes sense why she's gained weight. Or even if she has like a thyroid condition, it makes sense. Either way, there is something going on with her body, allegedly, that causes her to have that bloated look. Now, everybody knows who Lela Rochon is. She was Robin in Waiting to Exhale. She was Sunshine, a.k.a. Lady Heroin in Harlem Nights. Beautiful girl. She was also in Boomerang. So, she was the one that had the Afghan that Eddie Murphy picked up at the park, and then she had jacked up toes, and then he won't talk to her no more. So, it's just one of those things, but I just really, really think that it is really sad that we live in a society now, especially with women, like when she had done this and taken better care of her body, he would have stayed. Let me tell you something. I want to encourage everyone. It is an old book. I'm sure it's probably on Kindle, Nook, whatever you need to get. But a long time ago, there was a book out, and let me look it up real quick because I don't know why I forgot his name because he hosted radio for like forever. But there's a book called How and Why Men Cheat. Okay. That book gave me so much insight on how and why men cheat. How and Why Men Cheat. It's called Never Satisfied, How and Why Men Cheat. And it's by Michael Basin. So that is, I encourage y'all to pick that up right now on Kindle. It is $5. You can get it on Kindle for $5. If you want a paperback, it's $20. Okay. But it'll give you a lot of insight on why men, do what they do sometimes. And some people, y'all know, y'all want to sit up here and talk about what women should and should not do with their bodies and how we should be looking. But you also need to consider the fact that men just cheat because they can. Or they're easily led astray. There's women out here that purposely pursue men because they can. They're vamps. That's what he calls them in the book. I remember I read this book years ago, like in my 20s. But it's just par for the course. And I just want to say to all the females out there that you don't want to drag Lela Rochon and blame her and make it her fault while her man cheated. Let me tell you something. You can be the sweetest, nicest, kindest, best looking woman on the planet, serve it up on the platform every night, and that because some men are just jerks and assholes and they're hunters, they will go out and cheat on your ass. Okay? It don't matter. Just like you can be the best damn girlfriend on the planet and they'll still leave your ass. I'm just saying. And Nicole Murphy, for her to set up there and tell us two different stories, you got to ask, are you lying then or you lying now? Just like you would, in the court of law. on cross exam. You done told us this. What's the truth? And it sounds like there's actually a third truth coming. But she said, oh, he's just a family friend. But you got Lisa Ray online saying, damn, girl, you going after Leela's husband too? And I was like, oh. Ooh. And then it makes you wonder, what's the answers, Breland? Breland on my Periscope says she has the answer. It's like, well, what's the answer? She said it was a friendly family kiss. I was like, honey, that looked like an incestuous family kiss. If you ask me, like, I ain't never seen no kissing like that before, number one. Number two, now all of a sudden it's the old cliche lie that allegedly most men will say. We ain't together no more. We're not married anymore. So, yeah, we can make it do what it do. And just like someone else pointed out, you would think that Nicole Murphy would have treaded a little bit more lightly because she was cheated on by Eddie Murphy. They say I think it was a transgendered woman. I don't remember. Do y'all remember what the story was on that? I don't know, but either way, he got found out and busted. And yes, Nicole had how many children for this man? 5, and she's fine as hell. She's a beautiful woman. She really is. But that don't make her right for what she was doing. She knew the truth. But some women are just selfish. They don't like the requisite know-all and know-how to say no to something that they want and be respectful of other people's relationships. And that's the bottom line. But what I am most disappointed in is the fact that so many people are dragging Lela Rochon and blaming her for why her husband would cheat on her. I don't know these people personally. It just concerns me in a broader spectrum about how superficial and incompassionate our world has become. That's what disturbs me about all of this, is that y'all just think, oh, it's easy for her. She should be able to lose weight. That's why now a lot of times I just look at people sometimes in their struggles, because you don't know why it is that they're overweight. It could be hormonal. It could be, medical. You just don't know. Or, if it's on the opposite spectrum, people lose a lot of weight, you automatically assume they got something or they on drugs. I mean, there's fat crackheads out there. I mean, come on, people. But I'm really disappointed in Nicole Murphy for even fixing her mouth to say some stuff about a friendly family kiss. Then it became, he told me he wasn't married anymore. Okay, so are you saying that they have filed for a formal separation? And that's the other thing too. Also, when we see things like this in Hollywood, I also think, well, it's Hollywood, and a lot of times these people may have like an open marriage for all we know. And Lela Rochon is 55 years old. Y'all know when we get older, our bodies start to break down, and sometimes we just can't, we can't do it like we used to do it anymore. We can't get it in like we used to. So I just want us to look at this from the perspective of, this is a woman who suffers from an autoimmune disease, and y'all need to stop sitting up here dragging her and blaming her for why her husband stepped out. Hey, Tammy. What she say? Over her looks, he is a hot mess. And who knows? She may not even have a libido either. I mean, the medication she's on, they can kill your libido. She may be on antidepressants, steroids, you name it. You just don't know. Revenge, insecurity, immaturity. That's why men cheat. That's what my friend Breland has to say here on my Periscope. Vow sickness and in health for better or for worse. That's a marital contract. But I hope that whatever happens, I hope she's okay. They say she is taking down her social media. I believe Tammy, yes, she has had 3 children for this man. I mean, y'all have children, your body do all kinds of crazy things too. But again, I don't know, Tammy, if you've been following some of the posts on Instagram, it's a bunch of people just like, oh, she hadn't gotten, so she just let herself go. Look at her over there. And it's just like, until you walk a mile in that woman's shoes, and until you, look, heaven forbid you should end up with something like lupus or what's that, Hashimoto disease or whatever it's called, great, that the one where your thyroid causes you to bloat and get bigger. I mean, until you have suffered some sort of ailment or have someone, and then that's the other thing, men, y'all will sit up there and date some fat, nasty, greasy looking dude that don't even look like he care if he live or die, and then sit up there and be with him, but yet you judge other women. And then I like how somebody else was talking about some of y'all mamas are built way worse than Leela Rashawn do. As far as I'm concerned, Leela Rashawn looks better than some of these 20-some-year-olds walking around here that's got all this goddamn plastic and non-biodegradable materials going on in their bodies. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really telling about how our society, I think social media has done a lot. Hollywood was already doing damage years ago with the photoshopping and, you know, the magazines and that type of thing. But our ideal of beauty and what beauty is, let me tell y'all something. There is a lot out there that lets me know that some of y'all that be talking about y'all don't like plus size women, oh, y'all like it. Because it wouldn't be on the porn sites if it wasn't. There's BBWs on porn. Okay, some of y'all like that shit. Okay, so y'all can say, "Oh, she fat." Oh no, oh, I would never. Oh my God, some of y'all like that. Okay, hey, Helena, how are you doing? Thanks so much for dropping in, girl. We are talking about Antoine Fuqua. And if y'all don't, I just thought, if y'all don't realize who this is, he is a big time Hollywood producer. He's on that John Singleton level. He gave us Training Day and so many other great productions. I can't name everything because I don't remember everything, but I know that name. When I hear that name, I know who we're talking about. But my sister today said she didn't even know that they were married. And I'm like, girl, they've been married for years. Since 1999, they were saying, so that's 20 years. A lot happens in 20 years. But yes, we do all need to take care of our bodies. And, you know, but at the same time, if there's something that's beyond your control and only medicine and prayer can change, then y'all need to be concerned about that. The truth of the matter is, let me put it to you this way. It's kind of like somebody wait a minute, that's why men cheat, but you know what, truth be told, he loves her. He probably do love her. But the thing is, though, is that he also cheated on her, and that hurts. I mean, how would you feel if you came in and you see your husband on the blogs with some woman in Italy? Like, what that look like? And you can't tell me that y'all accidentally met up in Italy. That was planned. And I've seen those type of trips. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to go to Aruba. Oh, my God, look, it's Fred. Oh, my God, Fred is married. But, okay. You know, please, save it. Save it for the gram, because that's where it is. But either way, people, any comments on this matter, any additional code? Just sorry. Nicole is. She's just sorry they got caught, because now, and plus somebody else said it too. I think it was on Demetria Lucas's page or Talks with Me on Instagram. She said he is a habitual cheater. He is on child support for a child he had while he was married. Shit, this sounds like some Bobby Brown shit right here. Did y'all hear that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Closet cubby chaser hiding the fact that they like a full figure woman before parents be with a skinny chick, but being a full figure DM box. They sure do. They do. Chubby chasers. Hell, men like that shit. I remember somebody was telling me there was a strip club, I think in Long Beach when I used to live. I never found it. But there was a strip club that was for plus size women to go and strip for the gentlemen. It was a gentleman's club with plus size women. I don't know if, but somebody was telling me about that. But Well, Helena, in light of these facts, I mean, maybe he's been cheating all these years, and she kind of just has been like, that's just his thing, as long as I'm comfortable. But now that it's spilled out into the media, it's embarrassing. I'm sure I would feel some type of way. They said she's taking out her Instagram, she's taking out all her social media, and I know that every now and then she comes up in my news feed because I like Leela Rashawn. And that's why I'm always looking for her to be on something, because she knows she can act. I really enjoyed her characters, but I don't know. It's very disappointing. And so he has a child that he fathered during the marriage. Wow, and they still together. So I think that she really does love him. It's just that now all this shit is spilled out, and he probably is one of those men that's like, well, my wife pretty much allows me to do whatever, so I'm just going to do it. And maybe they do have that understanding. We don't know. We don't. But again, at the top of this video, I did encourage everybody to try to pick up a copy of Michael Baisden's old book. It is $5 on Amazon. Michael Baisden, you should be giving me some money because your sales might go up for this book. I met you at Joe K's bookstore, may it rest in peace, in Dallas, Texas years ago, and you called me, hey, taller than me. So all I'm saying is that this book will give you insight, I truly believe, on how and why men cheat. That's why, they do it because they can. They do it because women have overlooked it. They do it because they are just naturally what they call hunters, and they also, some of them are weak-minded, where any woman could seduce them. They get seduced by what he called a vamp. So get that book. It does hurt, Tammy, for us to be cheated on, and it's a tough revelation. I've been in what I thought was committed relationships and got a phone call. Hell, one heifer even sent me an email, okay, in-depth email from his account. So it hurts. It sucks. And the sad part about it is there's such a double standard in our society when it comes to cheating. Like Nicole Murphy's name will probably be shit in a lot of women's mouths for a long time. But Antoine Fuqua will go ahead and have a fulfilling career, and people will still want to work with him. Leela Rashawn will continue to, I think last time I saw her, she was in a couple of Lifetime movies. But, God bless her and her family. This is embarrassing. So that's pretty much all I got. If anyone has any additional comments, otherwise I'm going to shut this off. Oh, yes, ma'am. A blogger pulled the legal records. He was sued back in 2003 by one of his mistresses that he threatened. So not sure how their marriage is set up, but yeah, he's been doing this for a while. Damn. So just think about that. They got married in 1999. So 2001, 2, 3. That's only 4 years into a marriage. Like 3 years. What the fuck? Yeah, 4 years. That's 4 years. Wow. And for Nicole to have been a woman, and somebody was saying that they speculate that Nicole Murphy had tried to get with Lisa Ray's ex. Lisa was only married to her husband, the Prime Minister of Turks and Caicos, for like 2 years. And part of his issues was not only the devilment he was doing with the government money, but it was also because I think he was cheating too. So I don't know. I feel bad for her. Let's see. Any more comments? Got more comments. Just a second. Sometimes there is an understanding and arrangement. Love you, Tammy. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Amy. I don't know if you're still on here. Hey, Monica. Sometimes in marriages there is an arrangement. Just don't get caught. Don't embarrass me. Okay. If y'all are watching Ambitions on OWN, that show is a testament to what they feel about cheating and scandal, because money gives people a lot of privileges that poor people don't often have, because you can cheat in secret, and the most that might happen is your girlfriend might show up with a baseball bat and it ends up in like a newspaper clipping or something, or maybe it'll end up on World Star. But for the most part, you can cheat and get caught and not be publicly embarrassed. I'm just saying. Um, but I'm just gonna pray for that family because that's terrible. That's awful. And I just hate the fact that she's so. And I would get off social media too because just on the strength of what the trolls are saying, you just let yourself go. You're just fat. You should take men are visual. I don't give a fuck if they visual or not. You better start visualizing something in your head. Look, boo, I'm on steroids. My libido gone. I mean, we'll figure out something. But right now, mama gotta get well. And that's the other thing. Lupus can kill you, ultimately. So that she don't need that type of stress in her life, but either way, I've gone on too long. Don't y'all forget that. What am I trying to say? Shit. July 30th may be the last official Diva Disturbed. My show sponsor that I've had since I've been there has decided, well, they got bought out and got new management, and the new management don't want to support the show. So I am looking for show sponsors. So if you know anyone that owns a business that wants to do like a segment sponsor or whatever, have them hit me up. Those of you who have my contact information, you can, or you can just always DM me on my social media. But July 30th potentially could be the last show. I was out here in the streets today hitting up small businesses that may have a potential advertising budget, but there's no guarantee that a Diva Disturbed will continue on. I may have to do something else. Like, I don't know, go to Magic City and make some money. I don't know. No, I'm tripping. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. I just can't because I ain't got the body for it. Okay. Cellulite for day. I got the body. I just don't have the rhythm. Okay. I got the butt, though, and the thighs. But I'm not going to do that. Either way, I just want to let y'all know that, and hit me up and let me know if of anyone who wants to advertise, or if you want to advertise and have a business. I know I have a lot of paparazzi people. Y'all can advertise $25 a segment. Okay. What else? If you want a show sponsor, that's $200 to be a sponsor. If you just want to do segments, we can talk about it. But either way, that's all I've got. Thank you guys for joining. And we can always keep the conversation going in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the whole Lela Rochon Antoine Fuqua. We learned that this is not his first time being caught cheating. He even got caught with a baby. Okay, that turned out to be his. So I just ask y'all to be a little bit more compassionate and considerate about the fact. Haters are always going to say negative comments when they ugly. I'll come with you. Tammy and I gonna go down here to the Magic City and we're gonna make us some money so we can get on the come up. So I keep my show alive. But I just think that it's really sad, and I feel bad for anyone. God bless y'all. I've seen also comments where people were talking about how their husbands cheated on them and they ended up getting a divorce. And so I have a question on my Periscope. So why did she stay? Why do women stay in toxic relationships? Here's one. Number one, because she is sick. She may feel like no one else will want her. Okay. Number two, because she is, a little bit on, she's plus size now. She may feel like no one will want her and that her self-worth is tied to a man. Also, because there are children involved, women will stay. But I have heard from children that are products of toxic marriages that it is unhealthy. And we know that it's toxic. We don't understand why our parents never got a divorce, and some people just don't want to be in marriages or relationships after that because of the dysfunction. But those are reasons why women stay in toxic relationships. And with Lela Rochon, I can see why she might stay because, first of all, it's going to be difficult for her to work all the time because of her illness. Y'all see how Toni Braxton has struggled over the years with her lupus. So you just kind of need somebody. You don't know if anyone's going to want you. And it is unfortunate. And there are women out there that feel that way. Also, the familiarity. We don't want to go looking for nobody else. Okay? It gets old. Um, Tell you one thing though, I can get my ass on. I'd be like, God got me, honey. Maybe some friends too, because I remember we had a friend, God rest her soul. If she hadn't been married, we had already figured out we were gonna be over there working in shifts to make sure our girl was okay until she took her last breath. So, if you got friends like that, that's a blessing too. But that's why women stay in toxic relationships because a lot of us get comfortable. I mean, no one wants to break in new peen. I mean, that's one of the reasons too. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be nasty, but that's true. Uh, let's see. I think that's going to conclude my thoughts on it. Y'all know I get on here and talk for like forever because I love to talk. That's my thing. Can't sing, but I do try every now and then. So y'all know that too. If y'all watch some of my videos, I break out in song every now and then. But that's all I've got. Thank you guys so much for joining the conversation. Again, y'all can always comment after this is long done. I always try to respond back. Again, Diva Disturbed, July 30th potentially could be the last show on BFAM 109.6. If I don't get me a show sponsor, I was out here sweating. So I'm hoping that some of the businesses I hit up will reach out to me and sponsor my show, at least to help me get through the month of August because I have great talent booked. Peen, is that insecurity or security? I think that's a security peen, but honey, if he out here cheating with everybody else, that's community peen, okay? So I think we should get away from that too. I mean, but some women do, they just stay because of that. They do. Those are reasons. Let's see, anybody else? But that's my thoughts on it. I think that Nicole was inappropriate and out of order. It was foul. This is a community. Hollywood is a very small community. I can tell y'all that much. You'd be surprised who knows who and what. So God bless the people who are in Hollywood because that held my ass up here thinking about moving back. But we got a whole bunch of people here on Periscope. Anybody got some comments they want to make about this whole thing before I sign off? Because I was about to sign off. Thank y'all. Self-esteem. Don't want to start over. Oh, my friend said family, illness, low self-esteem. Don't want to start over. Already know what you're dealing with. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. That's a good one. If she's saying it's available, Ping, can men be excused from being persecuted? If she say knowing that it's available, Ping, can men be excused from being persecuted? No. If I'm reading that correctly, no, because if you're not happy in the marriage, walk away. Walk the fuck away. Leave. Go into hiding if you have to, because it's hard. It is hard. I've been in relationships too. That's why I always share. Like I've been in a relationship where the last year we were on life support. That shit should have been done. But I didn't want to let it go because guess what? I didn't feel like starting over again. It's just hard. So, but one thing now, I don't have a problem walking away. Once I get tired, I will just be like, you know what? This shit is dysfunctional and broke down and I'm done. But as you get older, kind of makes it hard. If she knows her man is slanging it, why is it not acknowledged as an open relationship? We don't know. We don't know what it is. What we do know is that if it is, then that should be understood. And maybe they don't care what the public thinks. But if she does know, and it is a pattern of behavior, that means it's kind of like in contract law, there's something called a waiver. And when you have a waiver, like over time, let's say I pay my rent every month on the 10th and it's late. But the landlord never says anything about it. They just continue to take my rent late. Well, when they try to go and force me to have to pay on the 1st or by the 3rd or whatever, a court of law is going to laugh them out and say, well, all this time you've been letting her get away with paying rent on the 10th, so your contract terms have changed. They're different. And so that's probably what has happened in their relationship, is that they truly, she's come to a point to where it's like, this is just who he is and this is what he is. And he said he'll never do it again. I'll forgive him. Tell y'all something. Yes, the Bible does teach us to forgive. What is it? 77 times 7 or however many times. But I can't. I can only forgive you for so long. I can only take heartbreak for so long. Hey, Nicole. People that cheat are making excuses for him. Leave. The people, you have to know their strength and worth and know when you've had enough of that bullshit. And that's true. I make no excuses for Antoine Fuqua. For whatever reason, he has felt the need to go out and embarrass the family. I guess he just got a little bit too loose to it, because if it is an open relationship, they understood that he shouldn't be caught, but he got caught. And Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, who got cheated on by her ex-husband, should understand how that feels. It's not a good feeling, and it's most unfortunate. So, y'all want to be out here slanging dick, getting disease and all that, taking it back to your marital bed, that's foul. But if they have an understanding, because we're not in that relationship, and like we heard the old saying too, what's the old saying? There's 3 sides to every story: his side, her side, and the truth. So, and most of the time, we never find out what that is. So, when women get tired of dealing with the bullshit, they'll walk away. When men get tired of dealing with the bullshit, because there are some men that will stay with cheating ass, lying ass women too. So, when they get tired of the bullshit and getting stepped on and beat down and everything, a lot of people stay when they know, because like, y'all know I watch the ID channel, but there was a episode where the dude knew he shouldn't have married old girl, but she said she was pregnant, so he went on and married her, and then she ended up murdering somebody. So, I mean, and she was abusive to their child that they had. So, men end up in crazy situations too. God bless y'all, but y'all do. Some of y'all do. So, what's BS? Pharrell, okay? What's BS? Which part did I say was BS? Women cheat too. They do. Women cheat. Women do cheat. Women will creep out on you. I mean, heaven forbid you can't tell your man honestly that his stroke value is like a 420 credit score. I mean, I'm just saying. Y'all know that. That's one of my bits from my show. I used to do that bit. So, hey, Andrea. Let's see. Thanks for acknowledging. And a soul, good to see you. Let's see who else. He said women cheat too and wrong. Lord help. This conversation, I am getting ready to shut it down. Are there any more comments that y'all want to talk about? Never satisfied how and why men cheat. Michael Basin, you need to cut me a check and sponsor my radio show, because I'm going to have you selling some more books. Again, y'all need to read that book. I read it in my 20s, and that's how I understand. Women, if you are in bullshit ass relationships and these men ain't treating you right and they out here cheating on you, move on, because you're only helping him continue to do that. Maybe if he loses something that he actually cares about, boo, let's talk. And I read the same book. Boo, but I gotta get off though. Y'all know I gotta get my video reviews done. But I mean, if you want to keep talking, Pharaoh, I can talk to you. But ladies, and then that's the other thing too that I've said about men cheating. Some women will allow themselves to be used as an inanimate object about being a bed. Is what I've written a long time ago. It's on one of my blog posts from years ago when I used to blog. And I talk about how women allow ourselves to be dumped on like a bed. On the bed, we sleep on it. We lay out our clothes on it. People jump on it. The book is called Never Satisfied, How and Why Men Cheat. It's written by Michael Bazin. He used to write a lot back in the 90s, and that is a really good book. I like that book. I really do. It gave me a lot of insight on some things to understand how the male ego works and why they do the things that they do, albeit the selfish cowards. But either way, and women need to stop enabling their cheating. If you know he's a cheat, let his ass go. If you know he married, don't do it. If he ain't got no papers, don't do it. If he has filed for formal separation, then maybe. But if he has not filed for formal separation, don't do it. Now, some of y'all, we don't always know because some of these men good at covering their tracks, okay? But just for everybody's security and happiness, I know times are hard sometimes out here because women prefer married men over single. Why is that, Pharaoh? Here we go. Pharaoh has he has said that women prefer married men over single. Is that true, ladies? For those of y'all still on here, is that true? And inner strength. Know your value and worth, and inner strength is what my friend Tammy has said. No. Okay, Coco says it's not true. Women prefer married men over single. I prefer a single man because let me tell y'all something. Years ago, I was dating a guy. Had no clue this Negro was married. When I think about the fact that his wife could have came up and shot my ass. Now, mind you, the heifer was in prison. Okay, didn't know that either. We out with family. None of his family has bothered, his sister, nobody has bothered to say, by the way, did you know my brother was married? Okay, I'm at the house, I'm driving his cars, I'm oblivious until I got a phone call, okay? And she was pissed, and she had gotten out. She was a white-collar criminal. She had been embezzling funds from the bank she worked at. So, I mean, it happens. It happens to me. So it could happen because some men are very crafty. And back then, when I was dating him, we didn't have them in-depth Google searches and background checks that were so convenient. Married and women don't like what single men have to offer. Pharrell, you have gone off the deep end now. What is it that they could, what could a single man not offer me other than the fact that we can sleep together every night and not have to worry about some crazy heifer knocking on the door or, you know, turning into an ID channel moment? I mean, what? I saw a Facebook post where they vilified Leela because she never lost her baby weight. Well, Billy, we talked about that earlier, and you know, we found out that Leela Rashawn has like an autoimmune disease. People are saying it's lupus. So the thing is, though, is that that's what makes it even sadder, is that our society is so superficial about that until they will just vilify a woman for being a big girl, when we all know that there are men out there that like plus size women. Okay, married. Okay, he goes home and she can continue her single life almost drama free. What a married man gonna tell? Your skin popping. Thank you. Shout out to Dior Skin for helping me with my glow. Thank you so much. But anyways, y'all, I got to get off of here. I've got to hit the pavements first thing in the morning. My producer and I are going to try to go out and get some people to help me keep my radio show. So hopefully I can get a new show sponsor soon because I don't want to give up a Diva Disturb. Otherwise, we can always just sit here in my living room and have talks. I'm just saying, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it in the studio. I want to bring guests in, okay? Let me see. Who commented? My friend Tammy says, because of the convenience and they don't have the responsibility. I've had that conversation with some lady. So one of my friends agreed with you, Pharaoh, before you go, that there are women out there like that who want a married man. Married men take their side chicks on work vacations, and they have an understanding, and the side chick is happy with the arrangement. So, I mean, some women are good with that. You can put me live, no worries. Okay. But either way, guys, thank you so much. I'm glad that we got to have this dialogue. I think that it needs to be talked about, and not just because these are celebrities. People are saying that it's celebrities, but there are people getting cheated on right now. There is some man creeping on his wife who has probably gave him 4 or 5 babies, and she just not in the mood, and she might be sick. I'm just saying. So God bless you, women who, I love you too, Tammy. I hope that some of us can always find the inner strength to leave. And if you are her girlfriends, whomever y'all are, to any woman out there, be there for her, because there's a reason why she's still there. And it ain't just because. A lot of times it's financial too. That's a lot of reasons why people stay. So anyways, my prayers out for Leela and her family. That's all I'm going to say, and her health. Because lupus, you do not need to be stressed out, because that can cause a flare and you'll end up in the hospital for a good week and possibly may not make it out. So that's all I'm saying. But continue to comment after the live cast, and we can talk more about it. I always answer my comment sections in all of my social media. Let's see. Let me check YouTube. Helena's gone. Billy says, I was in church deemed a good girl, and my husband cheated, and he had the nerve to blame me. I divorced him after 2 months. He's dead. He'll be all right. Damn, Billy, that's cold-blooded. Girl, I mean, but some women aren't that strong. Some women stay. They just do. And there is no rhyme or reason for it, but I will drop in the links or in my, what is this called? Captions, the link to the book that I recommend that any of us want to understand why men cheat. Again, Michael Basin, if you see this, brother, Diva gonna need some coins for her show. It's a Diva Disturbed. You can cash at me at Diva 1977, but you might have to see a resurgence in the sale of your old school book from the 90s, boo. Okay, that's it. Good night, everybody. I am out. Diva is out.